Hi there guys, welcome to episode number 7 of the Real Madrid career mode on my channel. In the last episode we had a good episode. We had a 3-0 win against Espanyol, followed by a 2-0 win against Getafe. We then played Napoli in the Champions League and had a very good result, a 3-0 win, and then we beat Eibar 3-1. So in this episode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simulate the cup game against Cordoba, probably play the second team in that game, and then we'll play the game here against Girona, and then we'll play again the game against Olympiacos. We drew that 0-0 in the reverse game, so hopefully we'll get a better result there, and then finally we'll finish up with simulating the game against Las Palmas. And then in obviously episode number 8 here, we're going to have a very tough episode with games against Atletico Madrid and then Napoli again. Got a bit of an email here. Just Isco wants to play more, so we'll stick him in for a couple of games. Do a bit of player training here, see if we get any good scores. Lorente, bit of growth there. Same with Kovacic and Celebos. Hopefully Icardi will be up to an 87 soon. We'll just advance here through to the cup game. So as I said, we'll stick the second team in, see if they can have a good game, stick us through to the last 16. But hopefully we'll get a good win here. If need be, we've got the likes of Ronaldo, Bale and Isco on the bench. But Asensio's given us the lead, but Reyes has equalised straight away for Cordoba. So I'm going to simulate in 3-2-1. So 2-1 win, Ronaldo off the bench to pick up the winning goal. So it's a good start to the episode, progressing into the next round of the cup. We'll just advance here to the league game. No, I don't think Lucas Zidane is going to be getting much minutes in goal, but right, just advance into the game then, guys. Right, so here we go into the first gameplay of this episode. Hopefully we'll be able to pick 3 points up here. Only change I've made from my usual sort of starting 11 is I've put Isco in at the cam position, as he wanted a bit of gameplay, and obviously Rodriguez on the bench. But with the game against Olympiacos coming up, I will be looking to, hopefully if we get a good start to the game and a few early goals, that I'll be able to rest a few players ahead of the Champions League game against Olympiacos. But we'll just have to wait and see how we go. Hopefully it'll be a good start to the game, so when it gets to sort of the hour mark, we can take a few of the first team players off, ready for the Champions League game. But very possession based start here, as Carvajal trying to put it through to Icardi, but it's well cut out by the defence. But we've got it back again here with Modric, plays it out to Ronaldo. Now Icardi, Gareth Bale coming inside on his left foot, but it's a very good save by the goalkeeper. But it's been a very good start here for us, guys, as we are on the back foot here as they're coming forward. But Varane sticks a foot out, and then Bale to Cruz. Ronaldo plays it to Bale. Now Isco through to Ronaldo. Oh, it's a good block, and we've got a corner here. Tony Cruz into the middle, but it's well defended out to Modric, hit on the half volley, but it's well blocked out again, and we've got another corner, which this time I put more to the back post in towards Ramos, but the goalkeeper's punched it away, and I thought we might have got caught on the counter attack, but they sort of slowed down play a little bit and just played it back. But we've got the ball back again here with Carvajal running down. out wide to Gareth Bale, into Toni Kroos, looking for Ronaldo. He's into Icardi. Oh, off the post. I was actually looking to put that ball out to Marcelo, but it went forward to Ronaldo, who just headed it onto Icardi, who headed it against the woodwork, unfortunately for us. They've headed it straight out to Ronaldo, who's headed it. Isco, looking for Bale, but straight to a defender. So now Marcelo. Kroos out to Carvajal. Modric. Very slow build up here, but we're getting forward, and that is a foul, surely. Is that Kieran Trippier? It is. It's a free kick here. I'm not the greatest with set pieces, but we'll have a go here with Ronaldo. And that was terrible. Trying to bend it over the wall into the corner, but it went miles wide and went completely the opposite direction of where I was putting it. But here's Isco. Kroos. Back to Isco. Ronaldo. Trying to flick it on towards Marcelo down to the wing, but just went behind him and went out for a throw-in for them. But it's not been a fantastic start here. I was hoping to get a few quick-fire goals to give some of the guys a rest, but here's Ronaldo looking for Bale at the back stick, but they've again defended it quite well and again just hoofed it up, and they're literally all out defend here, and we're just trying to break them down. But Marcelo finds Ronaldo. Bale trying to put that through to Icardi, but again they've got a man there and they just hoofed it out for a throw-in again. And Ronaldo, Toni Kroos, Icardi through to Gareth Bale, and there's the goal. Gareth Bale breaks a deadlock just for half-time, and hopefully that means they're going to have to start coming more out now, which give us a few more spaces to get a couple more goals. Right, it's a lovely finish by Bale into the corner. It looks like we'll be going into the break with a well-deserved lead here. Right, Bale's got it back. Isco, Ronaldo, just barged off the ball, but there is half time. So I'm going to make no substitutions at half time. See how we're getting on at the hour mark, and then look to ring the changes as such and bring on a couple of the subs. As I said, give some of the guys a break, as we've got the Champions League game in three days time. They give it straight to Ronaldo, but it's a good block. Ronaldo looked like he was going to steal in there. Toni Kroos, Gareth Bale, Isco, Ronaldo, a bit of space, but it's well defended, and it's out for a corner. Kroos puts it in, looking for the head of Ronaldo, and I think that was Ramos getting in ahead of Ronaldo there, and it's gone out for a goal kick. Thought that was a free kick against us then. I was going to say, how was that a free kick, but it's gone in our favour, which again I'm not too sure was a foul, but no, I'm not complaining that we've got the ball back. I was just trying to flick that into Icardi there, but before I could press the button, they got a foot in. And they've got past Ramos here. And they've gone back. Marcelo's able to cover there. They've got it back in. Can Ramos stop the cross? He can, and he's got the ball back. Lovely play from Sergio Ramos. So now Ronaldo. Icardi. Bale. Look for the run of Icardi. They just got a foot in there. So I'm just going to make a few changes here. So I'm going to bring Asensio on for Ronaldo. We'll put Bellerin on at right back. And I'll put Fernandes on for Varane. Varane looked like he was a little bit tired, so rest a few players for the Champions League game, as we look like we're on top here with his Isco. I was going to say by the goalkeeper. Sort of got behind Isco then as he was going for the shot, but he still managed to dig a shot out, but it wasn't the strongest of hits. But we've given away a free kick here. Modric just tripping up their midfielder. They've made a substitution as well. So we've got Asensio on. Here's Isco. Bale looking for Icardi. Oh, that's a lovely little ball roll. That's a good save by the goalkeeper. Can we get there first? But Asensio's run the ball out for a goal kick for them. So we've got about 20 minutes to go here. See if we can get another goal or two. But if it ends now, I'll be happy with a 1-0 win. Out to Asensio. Looking to put the cross in, but they've blocked the cross. And they're able to play it out. Playing it back into the corner for some reason. It's a good tackle by Asensio, but they've got a throw in here. It's good defended by Ramos. Marcelo. Modric. Looking for Bale out on the wing, but again it's sloppy passing here. Don't know whether it's because I'm so comfortable. I'm just trying these like sort of little passes that I could probably play more simpler ones, but got the ball back here in the middle. Tony Cruz out to Marcelo. Now Icardi. Bale. Oh, just over. It's good effort there, good play. Popped into Icardi, who just flicked it off to Bale, who hit it first time but just over the bar. Yeah, it does look like we're just seeing the clock out here. So they're passing it around to the back here. They should be hoofing it up. They're trying to get an equaliser, but they're just playing it around the middle of the park here. And see if we can get a foot in. But they're looking dangerous here. That's a sloppy pass, and Bellerin's got that back. Bale into Isco. Modric out to Asensio. Looking for Bale, but they've defended well again, and that's gone over Bellerin's head. We've got 2 minutes of stoppage time here. As I said, maybe they can look for a goal, but there it is. It's a 1-0 win at the start of the episode. So now we're move forward into the Champions League game. Right, so I'm going to get straight into the Champions League game against Olympiacos here. See if we can get another win, and hopefully we'll be a step closer to advancing into the knockout stages. But I've gone with the same team that played the last game. The only change is I put Rodriguez back in at cam instead of Isco. So it was a 0-0 draw when we played them earlier in the group stage, but as you can see from the group standings here, we're top with 7 points, so another win here will put us on 10. So then we're probably only a couple of draws, maybe another win away from progressing into the knockout stages. So skip all this and get straight into the game. So we'll see if we can actually score against them. I believe in this game I missed a penalty where we could have won 1-0. But that was surely a foul on Icardi, and it is. But Ramos up to Cruz. Oh, Marcelo into Casemiro. They're looking very dangerous here, but Marcelo's got the ball back. And De Gea out to Varane. Didn't really see much of De Gea in the last game we just played, so I don't think the other team had a shot on goal, but I'm sure he'll get tested a bit more in this game. But here's Carvajal. Now Bale. I'll try and look for Carvajal again as he was going out on the overlap. That's a good looking ball. Marcelo's got a foot in. There's back to De Gea. Out to Marcelo. Cruz. Now Icardi. Modric. Carvajal. Bale. There's no one in the box to cross it into. Back to Modric. Cruz. Into Ronaldo, but just got a foot in to get that away. Cruz to Modric. Icardi. Marcelo. Ronaldo's in the box. Can we find his head? That's well defended. Drops for Icardi, who hits it. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought Ronaldo would be offside, and he is. But they're looking a lot more dangerous than the last game. They're looking dangerous here with Seba out on the wing. Straight into the arms of David De Gea. So into Casemiro. Now Icardi. Ronaldo making a run. Look for a bit of support. Modric. Out to Ronaldo again. Cruz. Cross it in. Look for the head of Bale. And it's 1-0. Gareth Bale again opens the scoring for the second game in succession. And finally, after nearly 120 minutes against this side, we've managed to score against them. It's a good start, and hopefully if we don't concede any goals, that will near enough see our progression into the knockout stages. So if we get a good result against Napoli in the next game, then we should be home and dry, and then we can give some of the squad players a Champions League game in the last game of the group stage. We'll have to wait and see. It's early days in this game. We've got it back here with Cruz. That's a good ball for Gareth Bale if he can get there, and he has got there. Oh, saw there Tony Cruz running now. Thought we might be able to pump it onto his foot for a first time volley, but Icardi, Tony Cruz, Casemiro, Ronaldo trying to cut inside. Just over the bar. Thought the goalkeeper might have got a touch, but it's good. It's good effort in the end by Ronaldo. And they've got it in the middle of the park. Is that an injury to Gareth Bale? I hope not. But he's slowly getting up, and it might be so for her to look at half time is potentially taking Bale off if he's got a slight knock. Don't want to risk him, and that's a well misplaced pass by Tony Cruz. But Ramos has got it back, all the way back to De Gea. He puts it out to Carvajal. Now Modric, Tony Cruz, Marcelo to Ronaldo. It's a lovely turn. Can he cut inside? He can. Ronaldo, parried by the goalkeeper. Oh, I thought it might have dropped to Tony Cruz. And that's half time. Right, I've rung the changes at half time. Bale had the little plaster sticker, so he wasn't really sort of injured, but I thought I don't want to risk him, so I've taken him off, taken Icardi off as well. So Ronaldo's gone up to striker, Asensio has gone to the left, Vasquez is out here. So sorry, what am I talking about? Not Vasquez. I put Rodriguez on the right wing, and then Kovacic has come on for Madrid. So I got myself a bit confused there. But here's Ronaldo. It's a good effort, but he's offside anyway. So they're playing the ball around here. Hopefully it'll be the same as the last game, where they'll start coming forward a little bit. Maybe we can get a few breaks on. But Marcelo out to Asensio. Ronaldo given a free kick. I'd have been happy to play the advantage, but you've taken a quick free kick to Ronaldo. Kovacic, Carvajal, Kovacic, Ronaldo. It's a good block, but might have fallen back to Ronaldo, but they've hoofed it clear. And now Ramos, Marcelo, Ronaldo. Ronaldo's lost the ball, and now they're coming forward. See if they can break with numbers here. But again, they're just going back, passing it around. And we've got it back with Casemiro. Ronaldo. Casemiro to Carvajal. James Rodriguez. Ronaldo. Oh, it's a great little layoff. James Rodriguez off the post. That could have made us a lot more comfortable there with a second goal. But we've got the ball back again. And Ronaldo. Kovacic. James Rodriguez cuts back. Oh, Asensio almost there. And they've managed to get it clear. There's Zeba and Gile linking up. Now Marco Marin. But Kovacic has got the ball now. Casemiro. Toni Kroos out to Asensio. And Ronaldo got it stolen off his feet before he could even turn or do anything with it. Ramos out at left back. And we're struggling to get the ball away here. We've got it away now. Rodriguez looking for Ronaldo. They've still got plenty of men back. I thought they might have gone a bit more attacking, but Kovacic, Asensio, Kroos, Rodriguez, back to Kroos, 2-0. It's a lovely finish from Toni Kroos, and that wraps up the game. Gives us another 3 points in the group stage here. It's a lovely finish from Kroos. James Rodriguez laid it back to him. He just guided it round their centre back. Don't think the goalkeeper saw it till it was sort of near enough past him. He did get a hand to it though, but it's a lovely finish. And with 4 minutes to go, we're pretty much home and dry here. But I will bump the difficulty up to world class in the next episode, because the computer aren't really attacking much when they're playing against us. So I'm not sure whether that's the difficulty setting or which, but we'll stick it up to world class. But it's a good comfortable save there for De Gea. And there it is, guys. 2-0 win. And that's pretty much guaranteed our progression into the knockout stage. Right guys, so do a little bit of player training here before we simulate the last game of the episode. Fantastic. Icardi's gone up to an 87, which is fantastic to see. And everyone else pretty much D's, and then 1B there for Llorente. We'll just quickly go through the youth scout report. So it's just the players that we've already received. So we'll just advance here to the league game against Las Palmas. And then we'll give the second team a game. As you can see the league table there, we are level on points with Barcelona on 28, so it's pretty much a two-horse race already after 10 games. But the second team's already in, so just simulate this as normal up to half time, and then we'll just skip the game. So they've got a yellow card after 11 minutes. Asensio gives us the lead, as he did in the last simulated game that we did at the start of the episode. Ronaldo's made it 2-0. It's finished 2-1. Jario gets a goal just before the end of the game, but that'll do it for this episode, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I will bump the difficulty up to world class in the next episode. But have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.